It is your host, E.I. Smith. Today's date is Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. The time is 8:19 p.m. and I am on the corner of Indiantown and Maplewood Road here in Jupiter, Florida. I'm going to get some gang stalking caught on camera for you this evening. Be looking for synchronized obstruction of movement, synchronized space crowding, and other obstructive gang stalking activity. I'm going to make my way north on Indiantown Road. Let's go. If I could sum up gang stalking in one thought, I would call it neo-fascist garbage. If I could sum up the gang stalkers themselves in one thought, I would call them nosy, thoughtless, pandering, obstructive ignoramuses. Synchronization. As I've said before, grocery store trucks including Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Publix, US Foods, and others are a part of the gang stalking mechanism. A targeted individual sees an abundance of these vehicles along with police, fire, ambulance, postal, UPS, FedEx, and other corporations when the TI is going about his daily business. Why is that? The best reason I can give is synchronized traffic and synchronized stoplights in accordance with the targeted individual's speed and direction. If it were not for that stoplight, I would have still seen the Publix truck, but that stoplight made it so that the truck had to stop when I stopped. And now the truck is moving when I'm moving. It's called synchronization. Now, how did it turn out that that Publix truck stopped right there at that exact time when I stopped at the stoplight at my exact time? Synchronized traffic and stoplights. The traffic that drives up and down the street is synchronized. These were not just random United States citizens going about their daily business. They are knowingly or unknowingly participating in gang stalking. They likely don't know that they're driving, and the patterns that they are commissioned to drive in facilitate gang stalking activity. The traffic is controlled. The stoplights are controlled. Gang stalking is not organized and it's not efficient. It's obstructive and it's dangerous. Car accidents in the United States are at an all-time high right now. I consider that a direct result of gang stalking driving patterns that have been implemented in this country. I am in Cinquez Park. I'm going to get some water from the water fountain here and hang out for a few minutes. Maybe have a cigarette and offer my thoughts on gang stalking. This is synchronization right here. As soon as I get to this crosswalk here, there is a vehicle to my right and a bicyclist to my left. Both of them making a V line right towards me. When stuff like that happens to you every day, it no longer can stand to be called a coincidence. At that point, it becomes a derivation. I start these videos at fairly random times. Although I can't say completely random, because I like to get some videos in the morning, some videos in the afternoon, and some videos at night. I decided to do this one at night, although not at any particular time, just when I felt compelled to produce a video on gang stalking. Cinquez Park is one of the nicer, quieter parks in South Florida. Which is why I enjoy coming here. It's well lit at night. It's got the stadium lights, which I enjoy seeing anywhere. The LED stadium style lights, I like those. I like those anywhere, in church parking lots, mall parking lots, school parking lots, university parking lots, grocery store parking lots, car dealer parking lots, in stadiums. I like seeing the LED stadium style lighting anywhere. So that's gang stalking. It's basically synchronized disruption in all aspects of a target's life. And what's more, the people that actually participate in it don't seem to always know that they're participating in gang stalking. They appear to be convinced that they're participating in something useful. But everything they do and say while they're participating is solely meant to disrupt someone, namely someone's actions. Imagine trying to go to school and being gang stalked. Imagine trying to play a sport and being gang stalked. Your peers, your teammates, coaches, etc., they will all be in on that gang stalking campaign against you, whether they know it or not. Imagine trying to work a job and being gang stalked. When you try to work a job and you're gang stalked, they call that workplace mobbing. Imagine trying to go to university and being gang stalked. It makes everything that much harder. Trying to produce or build something while being gang stalked is like trying to run a marathon while a mob of people on either side of the track is throwing darts at you. Running a marathon is difficult as it is, but it is impossible to run a marathon, as physically taxing as it is, while being hit by and dodging darts. That's what gang stalking is. It's made to cripple your existence. You can't do anything. You can't even walk down the street, much less get a job or go to school or maintain a relationship. There are some pretty fantastic things about gang stalking online. For example, the target having radio waves constantly being beamed at them, or voice to skull technology where voices are being beamed into your head via some X-ray mechanism. The inducing of nightmares and so forth. I can't confirm or deny that I've experienced that stuff, but I do know that my physical movements are routinely obstructed in a synchronized manner. I know that I'm mobbed when I try to go to school or hold a job. I know that I'm being slandered on a daily basis. By gang stalking mechanisms. Okay, you just missed it. There was just a very unkept looking guy on a bike that just rode right past and down that little pathway there. I have 4 minutes of recording time left. Gang stalking is not only a career, education, relationship, etc. destroying mechanism. It's an early grave mechanism. It's meant to hasten the death of someone. By causing unbearable levels of psychological stress. And anyone you talk to about it, it could be police, it could be relatives or people that you consider friends, it could be strangers, it could be doctors, it could be anybody. They will gang stalk you as you talk to them. Why? Because a targeted individual only runs into gang stalkers. I can't remember the last time I was anywhere, a park, a store, on the street, at a bus stop, in a bus, or anywhere where I didn't feel mobbed or obstructed or disrupted in a very synchronized and organized fashion. The slander mechanism makes it easy for people to gang stalk you. If there is a private security element to this, and there is, they oftentimes implement the slander mechanism. Two minutes of recording time. We got a nice moon over Jupiter tonight. A hallmark of gang stalking is that it doesn't cease no matter who you talk to. Back before I really knew what gang stalking was, I wrote congressmen about it. I wrote the Ohio Attorney General about it, namely in relation to the break-ins to my apartment and how I was being treated by the landlord and staff of the apartment complex I lived in. I spoke briefly to a relative about it. I spoke to Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies and the captain of the Montgomery County Sheriff's, Captain Jeff Popenick, about it. I've written the FBI about it, and it doesn't cease. That's a hallmark of gang stalking. And principal gang stalkers take pride in knowing that a targeted individual can call anybody, up to and including the President of the United States, and it will not cease. That is a hallmark of gang stalking, and they pride themselves in that. So I'm going to upload videos of it and put them on camera and expose them that way. And my aim is to destroy gang stalking as an institution by exposing it. "15 seconds of recording time left. And I'll see you next time.